Man, I love sexy gothic girls. They are just the best. In fact...
Zach!
Whoa! What do you want? I wasn't doing anything!
Say nothing! I have something to ask you. You know where the Game Boy is? I need to catch me a Mewtwo.
What? Wait, don't you remember? No, yeah, you have to remember. You were there.
What? What are you talking about?
It was 2010, a year before I got into the Gothic subculture. The house we lived in caught on fire. It didn't burn out of the ground, but it still caught on fire. Weirdest thing was, you were in the same shelf as the Game Boy Advance and the Nintendo DS. The Nintendo DS is still here. We have that. But the Game Boy Advance just disappeared.
Oh, I remember that. Oh yeah, the fire you left me in, you fuck! My body's all contorted now, and I'm slightly stained because of it. Look at me. I can't even stand up straight. I can barely stand at all.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm really sorry about that. I was in a panic mode, okay? I am really sorry.
Wait a minute. If I was right beside the Game Boy Advanced SP, how did it just disappear?
Hear that? I recognize that tone. Hang on.
Hey, well, wait a minute. Don't leave me. I'm lonely. Ah!
Excuse me, Jake. No fucking way. The hell does this mean? Ah yes, the Lavender Town Syndrome. In my opinion, the influence from many Pokemon-based creepypastas, fan games, urban legends, and etc., etc. But what exactly is the Lavender Town Syndrome? Well, let me give you a little bit of a history lesson. In the year 1998 in Japan, there was a sudden increase in suicide, a whole 38.47% of an increase. But strangely enough, most of this increase was in children. So, you're probably thinking, we'd probably just go ahead and find the source of whatever's causing these kids to feel like they need to attempt suicide, stop them from doing so, and take the right course of action, right? Of course not. We're going to blame everything in the media. Just like the Columbine shooting, instead of actually looking into the scenario, we're going to blame everything that we can that has even like the littlest thing to do with the situation, like the video game Doom, the movie The Matrix, Marilyn Manson, and the Gothic subculture. Yes, I bring this up a lot. I just hate the fact that an entire subculture, the one I'm in, is blamed for the situation, even though the two boys who did the act were not Gothic. Anyway, here it was Pokemon Red, and in Japan, Pokemon Green. But it wasn't just like a blind accusation. You see, in Pokemon, there were multiple different towns. The ones that had gyms were named after different colors. The only one that was named after a color that didn't have a gym was Lavender Town. And instead of a gym, it was the Pokemon Tower. What's the Pokemon Tower? Well, it's a Pokemon cemetery. Yeah, kids, at this point, will probably think that Pokemon just live forever or something like that. Nope. they die, you're going to tell them straight away, too, that there is a cemetery specifically for Pokemon, too. Of course, it's going to be the bane of everyone's horror and sources for creepypastas, but there was something else within the games. You see, the song that we're used to that came in later versions, and the version of the game that got released within the States, is this. However, in the original version, it was something like this. This song is infamous mainly because it uses a little something called binaural beats. Well, binaural beats, if done correctly, they can be heard by very specific people, in this case, children within the ages of 12 and under, especially if they were wearing headphones. But was this the source of all the suicide? Personally, I don't think so. But I'm not going to be one of those people that thinks just because there's a dark urban legend about a perky franchise that I like means it's instantly false because the original creators would never do something like that. Not even insert a little dark joke in there simply because it would make the product look bad. If anyone were to spot it out or something like that. Oh no, we could never have anything like that. But these binaural beats did not cause suicide, they did cause something. Headaches, migraines, night terrors/nightmares, and for a very, very small amount of sensitive children, seizures. Now, not really a lot of seizures that the Pokemon series could not continue at all, but just enough to really make it an issue. I mean, why would they change the song in the game just so randomly if there were no issues? It's like the N64 controller issue with Mario Party. It's something that they didn't really intend, but it's something that still happened nonetheless. So, in later releases, and the one that came within the States, the song was changed to what we know it as it is now. There's a lot of stuff within the Pokemon universe that could definitely seem a bit creepy, especially that girl that says there's a white hand on your shoulder, and then later on there's a creepypasta called White Hand, and inside the anime Pokemon Origins, that white hand is there with that same girl. I'm not even fucking kidding, they reference that shit. So no, binaural beats didn't cause any death or suicide, but they did cause something that was enough for the song to be changed. I'm not going to be one of those people that think that every single time there's an urban legend, it has to be true just because some guy said it on the internet, even though most urban legends are based on theories, and theories are in between fact and fiction until proven otherwise. And I'm not going to be one of those people that think just because it's one of my favorite franchises and it's family-friendly means there absolutely cannot be anything that's dark or anything inserted into the series just because, oh no, I don't want people to think of that of my favorite series. You gotta be open-minded, but you also gotta be, what's the term? Be realistic. Be open-minded with the fact that this sort of thing did happen, but did it really cause suicide? No. It did cause headaches, migraines, and night terrors, and for a very, very small amount of children, maybe some seizures. Because some children are very, very sensitive, and it's not like we can predict that this sort of thing can happen. It's not like the first thing that was going on in a Pokemon company's mind was just, oh, we need to give kids seizures. It's something that was never really intended in the first place. Like if a kid got a seizure from flashing images from a current-gen video game. It's not something that's intended of the product, but it's something that happens nonetheless. So yes, in some cases, the Lavender Town Syndrome does have some truth to it, but not to the point where the suicides really did happen because of this game. If that were to happen, then Nintendo and the Pokemon Company and Game Freak would have a lot more heat to them. All I'm saying is for this video, don't believe everything here on the internet, but you should be open-minded, but at the same time, realistic. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, maybe favorite, and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. We all see fish in the ceiling, at least once in our lives.